stories in the news, Ron.
Yeah.
The priest accused of hitting a parishioner over the head with a bottle of wine. And the other is that one with an astronaut. An astronaut attacking
I'm sorry, but
a lover's
you
triangle.
always put astronauts on a pedestal.
Oh, you do, yeah.
And I've never heard anything like this from an astronaut before. We're talking about a space shuttle astronaut. Lisa Novak's her name. Apparently, she's caught up in the middle of a love triangle. She tried to disguise herself. She's in jail this morning. This whole story ends with a big arrest. Hear how it all came out. We got a lot more details coming out on this story in about 15 minutes. Alexis.
Also this morning, if you didn't see 24 last night, you missed two big twists. Well, today we're going to hear from actress Jane Atkinson. She plays Karen Hayes on the show, and she's going to reveal some secrets about what it's like being a mom and working for CTU. Did you see the show last night, Dawn?
No, I'm afraid I did. I was out running around just a little bit. But right now, we're going to take you out and show you real quick. This fire is they're still dealing with this fire at 44th Street in Thomas. There are some road closures we're going to tell you about. We're going to have more on this fire coming up. But right now, we'll send it down to Andrea.
And we've got heavy delays pushing out of the West Valley along the I-10. We've got that and accidents to talk about. We'll have it all in traffic coming up. But first, Rick's got to look at your weather up front.
I got your weather up front right here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, was it wonderful yesterday? It was 82 degrees yesterday.
Gorgeous.
Just a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Talking about having lunch outdoors today. 74 degrees, your lunchtime temperature. It's just beautiful. 81 will be your forecast high for today. Here's Ron now with the news at 7.
Thanks, Rick. And fire crews are busy now cleaning up, mopping up after a strip club catches fire in the last few hours. We're talking about 44th Street and Thomas in Phoenix. Don Hooper is live overhead right now in Sky Fox with the latest look. Don.
Hey, thanks, Ron. Firefighters, as you can see, you're still here on scene. Just a few moments ago, they actually were still foaming the roof here at 44th Street and Thomas. This is Bombshells Cabaret, a strip club down here. This fire started, we're told, around 5:40 this morning. No information yet as to what caused the fire, but you can see all the foam right there, right along Thomas Road, and there behind the structure itself. But a lot of firefighters here. It looks like this may have kicked out as or turned into a first alarm. You can see here from our live video on ground that fire crews, again, still working here. Now, this has Thomas Road closed. If you are going to use Thomas Road and you're going westbound from about 46th Street to 44th Street, it is closed right now. North and southbound 44th Street are moving well, but because of the firefighters here, this is going to be closed for quite some time. As Brian pulls back, this is the part of Thomas Road that's closed, right from about 46th Street to back to 44th Street. But again, north and south, you can see is moving pretty good there. Looks like they're going to be here for some time because, like I said, we just got here a few minutes ago, and they were literally still foaming. The whole roof is covered in foam right now. So apparently there may be still some hot spots or something going on down there. Firefighters are still actively in and out and working around this thing, Ron. We're going to stay here for a little bit longer to see exactly what's going on. But right now, still a mess, still going to tie things up for the early morning commute.
Don Hooper live in Sky Fox. Thanks, Don. Firefighters rushed to fight a huge fire this morning in a home in Brooklyn. Crews spent most of the morning knocking holes in the roof of this building in an effort to try to get some of the smoke to escape. Freezing cold temperatures making it hard to fight this fire. And as you know, people are doing everything they can to try to keep themselves heated and warm. We don't know yet what caused this particular fire. You do see the chimney there, however. The water that would drip onto the firefighters' suits was freezing immediately, so it was hard for firefighters there in New York City to move around much. Crews also had to battle intense winds that were whipping the flames around. A lot of kids cheering in the western half of New York State this morning. Again, no school for them after this weather alert. Cities continue to be pounded by snowstorms and bitterly cold weather. This is what it looks like just outside of Buffalo, New York, where the snow was piled up. In some areas, they got 3 feet of snow. They get that lake effect snow, and the wind starts to blow, and that's what it's looking like right there for people who just try to get out and drive around Buffalo. But a lot of folks don't seem to mind at all.
It's beautiful. I love snow. I love winter. And it's a snow day for me.
The wind's kicking up. The whiteouts are terrible. What's helping us are the schools are closed, so we don't have to deal with that. As far as any advice goes, if you don't have to get out on the road, don't. Stay home.
Now, blowing snow yesterday shut down a freeway in the Buffalo area. They're hoping things will gradually improve over the next few days, but it's still going to be well below zero, at least for the next 2 to 3 days. On to Cleveland we go now with a wind chill 20 below zero. People are bundling up. They're trying to stay warm. The cold weather probably will be there. There's a good shot of downtown Cleveland through much of the rest of this week. 6 people across the East and the Midwest have died from the cold. In the war room, family and friends say goodbye to another Arizona soldier. 20-year-old Army Specialist Alan McPeak killed in Ramadi. He grew up near Tucson and went to high school in Marana. He was killed by enemy forces in Ramadi. He is that high school, the Marana Mountain View High School's 5th student to die in the war on terror in either Iraq or Afghanistan. The verdict is in the shoplifting trial of a former TV weathercaster. Kim Dillon was found guilty of stealing about $400 worth of things from a Dillard store. That's the reading of the announcement right there. Her attorneys blamed the incident on medication that she was taking, but the jury didn't buy it. She'll be sentenced in March. Patrick Barup has been sentenced to death. He is convicted of first-degree murder and kidnapping. He plans to appeal. Barup is the son of Tom Barup, Sheriff Joe Arpaio's former right-hand man. Now, in a previous jailhouse interview that you see him doing here with Fox 10 News, Barup told us he'd rather be put to death than spend his life in jail. Michael Devlin, the man who kidnapped and molested 2 boys in St. Louis, is now facing additional charges, sodomy. It's the first time prosecutors have openly accused him of molesting the boys. Devlin facing more than 70 counts in the kidnapping case of the 2 boys. Police say he'd hidden one of them away for 4 years. If convicted, he could get life in prison. A dad's in jail accused of hurting his 18-month-old baby boy with, of all things, a taser. The boy's mother brought the infant to a police station to show them what was going on. Cops say the boy had been stunned several times over the past few weeks. The baby was taken to the hospital, is expected to be okay. He's now been taken out of the home and is in protective custody. Well, this story is only going to get bigger coming out of Hollywood in the coming days. It's the arrest of actor Ryan O'Neal. Now we have for you the 911 call that landed him in jail. Now, the call was made after a fight, kind of a wild fight between him and his son. And it's his son's girlfriend who was actually hit by the poker, a fireplace poker, that her boyfriend was swinging. So then she picks up the phone and calls 911. Here you go.
Okay, what's wrong?
I got hit by something I can't see. Help me. Help me.
Okay, stand on the line. I'm going to transfer you to the fire department. What is your name?
Joanna Berry.
Okay, Joanna, stand on the line. I'm going to transfer you.
So things were chaotic. There was this big fight going on. The fireplace poker was being swung around. So Ryan O'Neal grabs a gun in the house and fires a shot. Not at anyone reportedly, but just firing a shot to try to calm everybody down. But he's been arrested, charged with aggravated assault, and released on a $50,000 bond. A popular kids' toy is being recalled. Hasbro is recalling the Easy Bake Ovens sold since last May. There are reports of kids burning their hands on the toy when kids get their hands stuck in the opening of the oven right there. The ovens have a model number 65805 stamped on the back. And there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without an
the
Easy Bake Oven,
Oh, we've already made the joke.
how
I'm not
are you
able to
guys
cook dinner
gonna cook dinner tonight?
It was funny like an hour ago.
I know, but we have a whole different audience.